Would ya? Hello, everyone. We're back with a continuation of the topic of symbolism. Like I said, consulting with EUSG will have challenges, but there are things working for us. Such as, when you think about it, basic values naturally weave a spirit of cooperation and sometimes friendship between parties. Consulting will take place if both parties are in agreement, that's for sure. Let me explain why Heart of the Moon believes Cree society has a lot to offer to themselves and to the world. The universe has already communicated to the Crees through their teachings and values, because the Cree model of self-sufficiency is woven into a spiritual process. Two of those values have been mentioned already: consulting and sharing. You got a crash course in symbolism in the last message, and like I said, symbolism can bridge the communication barrier. Another way the spiritual universe communicates to humanity is through mythology, which is a combination of story and symbolism. And I'm sure if you go back and re-look at Cree legends, I bet you'll realize that the spiritual universe has communicated with the Crees through story as well. There's another way to overcome the language barrier, the combination of symbolism and story, which is why Heart of the Moon would like to share their viewpoint on mythology with the Crees. I would like to go through some key points of the mythology of Aquarius, the water bringer. I'm not going through all of it, just key points, because mythology can be independently researched. So take those key points, and I encourage everyone to turn over their own stones and do their own research. I believe one of the best ways to learn something is duplication. The same thing, but in a different way. Aquarius, the water bringer, turns things on their side and then divides them, which could change or level things up in a blink of an eye. You know, I often wonder why Aquarius, the water bringer, is an air sign. And then I realized Aquarius can also have the nickname Aquarius, the divider, because Aquarius energy divides things. Water is made up of two molecules, oxygen and hydrogen. If you look up into the sky of the constellation Aquarius, the water bringer turned water on its side, but Aquarius is air. So Aquarius had to divide the water. The O is oxygen, which is air. That's why Aquarius is an air sign. The Crees know the language of the animals, which is another way the universe speaks to us. The dragonfly symbolically captures the energy of Aquarius. The dragonfly begins in the water, but will skip land and go right to air. So, symbolically, water gets divided, air gets chosen, and then the dragonfly levels up in a blink of an eye. So there's one example. Aquarian energy is based off of the myth of Ganymede, the cupbearer to the gods. It's very similar to what I just mentioned. So take the key words and do your own research. Ganymede's world got turned on its side in an instant, and his world was split in two. While Ganymede watched over his father's flocks, Zeus used the energy of an eagle to carry off Ganymede into the heavens, where he became cupbearer to the gods, which symbolizes the ascension process. But more on that later. Ganymede's world got turned on its side. Symbolically, the bond between Ganymede and his father got divided. Zeus chooses Ganymede, and Ganymede levels up in a blink of an eye. He gets put in charge of water up in heaven. But think for a moment. Do you think that's fair? Think about the situation as a Cree, as a tallyman. Think about this. Zeus comes down into EUSG, takes all the beaver from a tallyman's hunting territory, takes them up into heaven, turns over a huge profit with Sikabon takeouts. Now that's fair for the gods because they get Sikabon, but is that fair for the tallyman? If Zeus doesn't share some of the profits with the tallyman, the Cree tallyman will most likely organize a court case against Zeus to get compensated. In the imaginary scene, the tallyman has a very good case too, because Zeus bypassed a few things. First, he did not consult with the tallyman. If he did, him and the tallyman could have made an arrangement between both of them, where both parties are in agreement of a beneficial transaction. However, in the myth, Zeus does compensate Ganymedes' father. He energetically balances the situation out. But do you see anything else that's not fair? The situation got compensated, but Ganymedes went up into heaven with no say of his own. Today, we live in a free will universe. If Zeus did that today to a tallyman, he would be interfering with the tallyman's free will, similar to if someone blocks our way on the street. Another example. Apparently, the angel Gabriel caused Zechariah not to speak. If Gabriel did that today, he would be interfering with our free will. Today, in the ascension process, the universe consults with us first. So there you go. The Cree values of consultation and sharing or compensation are woven into the ascension process and usher in a spirit of cooperation. Think about it. The universe has been consulting with the Crees in their own way for a long time. That's why I believe the Crees have a lot to offer to themselves and to the world. And to the gods, like delicious Sikabon takeouts. Aguda, aguda. Well, does that pique your interest? I wanted to discuss some more things, but let's continue this discussion about symbolism and mythology in another message. Aguda, ciao.